Right, welcome ladies and gents. Antifa movie. Leonardo DiCaprio. Bombed at the box office. There's definitely a lack of taste for this thing. This type of movie at the moment. It's interesting when Hollywood's been failing for a while, so this actually isn't a surprise overall. The fact that it's an Antifa movie, I think, maybe it was an attempt to glorify it. Who knows, right? Maybe it was an attempt to push it as a narrative. It doesn't really matter. The take home from this is that people's sort of, again, taste for this, their hunger for this type of movie, it's just not there. People just aren't really bothered about this type of thing. You look at the movies that have been doing well lately, and they're movies that are pretty wholesome. I mean, obviously with some outliers, but people just want to be entertained. The sort of the age of the lecture movie, the age of the message movie is really over. Some people would argue it never began, but some of those movies did actually do well, to be fair. So it is what it is. But I thought we'd take a look because this is just funny and interesting. And I like to take a look at what the industry is doing with the box office because it's indicative of what will potentially come further down the line. So as this article notes, Leonardo DiCaprio is used to being called a box office sure thing, which is true. His name, combined with director Paul Thomas Anderson, was supposed to deliver a prestige box office hit with one battle after another. Instead, the film has stumbled out of the gate with an opening that exposes just how desperate Hollywood media can be to put lipstick on a flop. Now, that's their narrative and this article's narrative just surrounding Hollywood's spin. I want to look at this more from the angle of the hunger for this stuff is gone, which I think is a different angle, but interesting nonetheless. So here's the box office breakdown, right? Opening weekend, $22.4 million domestically. Nearly $50 million worldwide, so $48.5 million worldwide. That made it number one. Okay, on paper, it was good enough for a number one debut. But is that good overall? No. Because, dear Lord, the production budget was huge. Like, really, really big. $130 plus million. And this is just what Culture Crave tweeted out. $130 plus million production budget with $30 million marketing budget. I mean, that's mental. That's mental. Now, $130 million is actually quite cheap, right? Like, that's not a lot of money for a box office movie or a movie in Hollywood these days. That's actually quite reasonable, I think. Perspective-wise. I actually don't think that's reasonable. I think that they should be like half that, quite frankly. But yeah, $48.5 million globally. Not great when your break-even target is bare minimum $300 million. Bare minimum. Probably over that. That's disastrous. Now, argument could be that this movie will live on and be successful over time, which is true. That could happen. Unlikely, but it could happen. So, as this article notes, that's a steep mountain for a film that can't even crack 25 million in North America on its opening weekend. For comparison, other prestige blockbusters like Napoleon opened higher and still ended up in financial quicksand. But bluntly, one battle after another looks poised to lose money, which probably will. So Hollywood Access Media is obviously spinning it. It's a Variety and other newspapers, just other outlets. Los Angeles Times was like, one battle after another lands solidly at the box office with a 22 million debut. That's terrible. It's bloody awful. New York Times, solid. Profitability remains a big question. It's like, right. So it's not solid then, is it? Variety, again, solid. Film landed solidly. What is this dialogue that we're getting with these things? It's like everyone got told, no, just say it was solid. Okay. Although they did call it Anderson's most expensive project ever. What are you doing? So, again, the word of the weekend, as this article notes, is solid. So it's a choice designed to reassure even though every financial reality points in the opposite direction. A $22 million domestic launch at a $200 million plus spend is not solid. It's shaky. That is atrocious. That's atrocious. So, is it an Antifa movie? Because this is my take, is that the hunger for this type of stuff, it just isn't there. Critics are calling it an Antifa movie, right? So multiple critics have drawn attention to the way the movie portrays a fictional militant group called French 75. Their tactics, bombings, bank raids, jailbreaks echo the playbook of left-wing urban insurgencies from the 20th century. That's just what the critics were saying, not me. Hollywood, in toto, argued the film cast an Antifa-style group as its heroes. San Francisco Chronicle described the film, referring to the protagonist as an allegory that involves Antifa-like left-wing extremists, a well-funded right-wing militia group, and immigrants avoiding ICE. The Daily Beast called it a gonzo Antifa rallying cry. Is it any surprise that this stuff has bombed? Really? Like, who wants to watch this? After everything that's happened lately, who wants to watch this? It's so funny, isn't it? Like, Hollywood, they're so out of touch. So out of touch. Even positive reviews is from places like Pajiba, whatever that is. A radical story of modern day Antifa revolutionaries. So the film doesn't use the word Antifa in the script. It is depicting that. Depicting those things. Quintessential Antifa-like imagery. And I think people have put off of it. People don't want to watch stuff like this. Right? Not when they're the heroes. It'd be different. It would be different if this movie was painting these people out to be awful individuals. But it's not. Right? It's glorifying them. And the hunger for that's gone. I don't think there ever was really a hunger for it. Not by and large, anyway. But, like, again, the overall messaging movie. People watched some of them until they kind of got up to speed. And then they realised they're being lectured to all the bloody time. So this is bombed. Just another casualty of Hollywood's gross miscalculation on what the audience actually wants. Bloody ridiculous. Again, not my money. I don't actually care. But it is funny, nonetheless. So if you enjoyed this video, please do hit subscribe. Turn those bell notifications on. But as always, do leave your thoughts down below. Would love to hear it. So cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.